We have an animation about what happens to a dream deferred when we get so caught up in what is told to us that is important, like mundane activities, like school, like work, homework, all these things. And it's sort of like that childhood joy that we have. Oh, I want to be a firefighter. Oh, I want to be at this. I want to be at that. And then we go into the school system and it kind of tramples on our dreams in some cases. And if you're able to hold on to that dream into adulthood, you're very, very lucky because most people are not. It lets us know what happens to our dreams when we forget about them. Um, and it shows us how we lose our way back to them. And it touches on how this education system sometimes doesn't nurture dreams and instead defers dreams, and does so purposely and maybe even subconsciously because of just the way it's set up. It's set up for practicality. It's not set up for dreams, unless your dreams are what people consider practical dreams, like, oh, you want to be a doctor. Okay, yeah, we have a whole school system set up for that, unless we deem that you're not smart enough. So it's like it's all these different roadblocks that kids can go to along the way to adulthood that don't allow their dreams to come to fruition, and especially if your dream is not considered what is the status quo of an acceptable dream, then that it can even be more so. So I just thought that this was very, very interesting, a very, very interesting concept overall.
I really was touched by the premise of this story. Essentially, the dream is paired with a individual, usually a child, and in this instance, the child abandons their dream, and the dream feels very lost and lonely and goes through this kind of journey to try and find Kiddo, his matching counterpart, his human counterpart, I could say. And even though the dream is dealing with feelings of abandonment and fear, especially when he is guided to the school that Kiddo was once a student at to try and find him, the dream perseveres and eventually meets up with Kiddo. Kiddo is now an adult, however, since the two are back and reunited together, the audience is left understanding that the two of them will go on to accomplish their shared dream together. Um, Overall, I thought the animation was really great, and again, I thought the premise of the story was very creative and very entertaining. I thought that it certainly spoke a lot about, kind of growing up and coming of age and staying true to one's values and one's dreams that they may have as a child.
As kids, we all have dreams and aspirations of what we want to do and become when we grow up. However, through dealing with life, we're constantly met with the crippling obstacle that is reality that will constantly remind us day in and day out that our dreams are an impossibility, and instead we need to tackle something more practical uh, and allow those dreams to die. What I like about this story is the fact that while sometimes we let our dreams go, it's never too late to pick them back up. Uh, you can be a lot more aged in life and still aspire to pursue your dreams. I find that message to be very optimistic, that it's never too late to follow your dreams.
Really a remarkable piece. Right from the get go, I love the way it opens. It uses that silhouette puppet style to great effect. Just draws us in. It's interesting. And then we have the changeover as far as the animation style goes. And I love that as well. Really, just a visually interesting and stunning piece. Great voice work and music. The score is fantastic. Just the whole narrative, that vibe that we get off it is just great. I love that.
I like the concept that the dream is some the dream is a being, is a living being, and the dream is looking for the child who dreamt him, I think it was very interesting, like to see this kind of all the way around. Usually we have people chasing dreams. Now is a dream chasing people. Was very interesting, very well done. I really like the animation as well. I think it was a great graphic style.
Storyline is dynamic as we witness someone who moves away from childhood dreams only to discover them again. The animation is a real combination of simple and complex. Some figures appear so childlike and others almost gothic in shading and detail. The message of the film is clear, but there's also a clever twist with the zombie element. I love the varied musical styles in the film, notably the soulful French vocals. There's also a lot of humor in this one, which I really enjoyed, especially the Shakespeare scenes.